And we are officially recording and recording on YouTube. So, hey, everybody, we're excited to have you here today and learning more about inventory management. Darla Michalecki is like a master at spreadsheets and things like that. Some of you, that is your forte. Others of us, it's like, what does it mean? So for me, I literally count my inventory every year on January 1st and I get a retail total of it. I take half the retail and that is what I give to my tax accountant. So that's what I do. And others like to know exactly how much their quantities are in stock at all times. And we're doing this recording because the Mary Kay app, the My Customers Plus app, is going away from inventory management. So I'm going to turn this over to the pro at this, which is Darla. And wow. So yes, she
Well,
knows what she's talking about. So
well, thank you for that title, but I don't know about pro. I just know that since the app came out, I was in love with it, and I was heartbroken when I found out that there was not going to be any inventory in it. And I'm still a little crushed because I still put my orders in there, and to see negatives really bothers me, but I know that it's not something that's going to change. So I decided that I needed to come up with something. And I, like Beth said, everybody has their own thing. This is what I do. I feel that I need to count every eyeshadow and every lipstick individually because I need to know what I have on my shelf so that I can feel confident knowing that I have what my customers want. I keep a pretty tight inventory, one or two of each that I know are not real big movers. I tell my customers that I have one or two of everything because that's what I keep. I'm like a store. I tell people you don't go to Quick Trip and tell them that you're coming back next week for a loaf of bread. And that to me is very important. So, with that said, I have been using this original order um, form, or whatever you want to call it, on Excel, where you can put in the quantity and it gives you the math as to what your total is. And then you just give your accountant or whoever does your income tax the wholesale. So you do 50% of what your total retail is. So when I found this, it's always been in a straight Excel. And this is the only thing I've ever gotten. Well, this year I found something else. I found a little bit more. And so I created what I am going to be using as my um, inventory from now on. So this is going to be my inventory from this year. So this is what I took, and this is truly my inventory. This is what I'm going to be offering to all the consultants in our unit. I'll be putting this out on our Facebook or wherever it needs to go, emailing out to everybody. But what I have done is I have connected all of the months with formulas. Again, it's just the way my mind works. I need to have things connected. So, with that, in January, the week ending January 4th, as I took orders, or at the end of the week when I did my weekly accomplishment sheet, I went in and I put in whatever I had placed an order, or whatever customers had placed orders for. And as you can see, that went over and told me during the week, this is what I had totally sold. So in the gray is a formula, as you can see up here. So at the end of the month, you can see, or as the month is going along, you can see this is what I have on hand in red. Now, these columns represent what I have ordered in wholesale. So every time an order comes in, if I order once or if I order 4 times or however you order, these will automatically be added on. Again, the formula is up on top. So this is for January. So you're saying, okay, well, then what happens in February? So you go to February, and this number that is in column M is automatically on hand in column B in February. So again, you just start over again. It will automatically say the 1st of February. I add one. Their customer orders one. It's going to come over here. You're going to have two sold, and you're going to have one sold, and from the three on hand, you're going to have two remaining. Unless, of course, I should order one, and then you're going to be going up three. So your formulas are there. If I were to block the formulas, and I'm sure there's a way to do it, but I've never in my life taken an Excel class. I was forced to learn how to do it back in my previous life. So I never took a class. So I'm all self-taught. But I'm sure that there's a way I could block these formulas and they couldn't be changed. Which is why I created them in gray. So if you don't change the gray, you'll be okay. If you change them, call me and I can fix it for you. But back in January on hand, so you've got, let's go to one I did change from the cleanser. Sold, I had one on hand, sold one, total is 0. And so if you go to that one, that would be line 10. And it jumps into January. So you've got a running total for the whole year of what you've sold. This is only going to be what you've sold. It's not going to count what's moved in. So the formula in this column is going to represent the sold columns C through N over here. It's not going to represent anything that came from these columns here. And then it goes all the way through absolutely everything that is in stock. Now, I went a little bit further, again, because those who know me know me. I like to keep track of my excess inventory. And the woman who made this up, she's a director, and her name is on the last one, and I apologize for not giving her credit right now. I can't remember her name, but she has all of the limited edition broken down and special edition, and those are broken down again. She only goes back 4 years. And then there is a section after that, after the limited edition, she goes down into discontinued product. And so again, only for 4 years. And so whatever, you're free to delete these lines if you want. I simply hide them, and you can just do that by right-clicking on it and just hide the line. And then that way you're not messing up with any rows or columns or anything like that, if you don't want to do that. So, but that's, how I keep track of everything, and the month of January, I have sold 58 items so far.
Woohoo!
No, I'm sorry. I take that back. There's 58 of my extra items that are in stock. That's
Got
my
it.
mistake.
Nope, that's okay.
But yeah. So anyway, that is really it in a nutshell. It's pretty straightforward as long as you don't touch the gray.
Right,
And
right.
just fill in every week. And you, like I said, you can do it when you do your weekly complement sheets or however you do it. And if you know anything about Excel, there's a little search, this little magnifying glass up here. You can just type in what you want, like age minimizing 3D eye cream, and you find that, and it just goes down to the last one. It goes to where it was.
Yeah, so then you
don't
can
have to
easily.
Right. Yeah.
Got it.
You don't get to search and search and search. Yeah.
Cool.
Yep. So.
I think spreadsheets are really cool for the information that they give us. And it's just, I'm not confident in them. Okay. So therefore I tend to shy away from them. Where those people who are super confident in them, like yourself, you like gravitate toward that for tracking everything. And we know in Mary Kay that tracked numbers grow, and tracking your inventory for a lot of us, it's like, okay, what do I have? What don't I have? Where has it gone? Um, this can be just a great way to keep track of everything. And then guess what? At the end of the year, you probably don't have to count anything because you moved everything off,
Yeah.
you put everything back in, and your inventory is already counted, and you can save yourself. For me, it was probably like 4 hours of counting my inventory. You saved yourself 4 hours, and I'm worth more than $100 an hour, and so are you.
Yeah.
So $400 you save by using a
Yeah.
spreadsheet. Yay!
Shouldn't have to, and I didn't have to pay anybody. That was the thing. I know that there are other companies out there, and Boulevard is a very big one, and I have nothing against another company doing it, but I did not want to have to learn another system. I know this system. I didn't want to have to pay another fee.
Mhm.
To me, to have to pay somebody to do something that I already know how to do. And there's other things in Boulevard that maybe are advantageous to me, and at some point in my time maybe I will sign up for Boulevard, but I just don't need to pay another you know fee every month.
Yep,
So
absolutely. And
yeah.
and those are the business decisions that we get to make as business owners. And if in 2025 I can gift you anything, it's the gift of being confident as a business owner. Believe in yourself as a business owner. You are smart. You own a business. I want to keep saying that over and over and over. It's not a hobby. This is a business, and be proud of that. Mary Kay set this company up, her company, so that women could make money to
Mhm.
support their families, to write
Right.
paychecks every single week. It is based on our efforts. And so by having this management system behind the scenes, you're going to know exactly what you need to reorder back in and to have excellent money management on top of it. So
Mhm.
wow, so good,
Yeah.
Darla. So good.
Thank
I
you.
took notes, and yes, we can post this on Facebook. And if you send me a copy of this, we'll get this emailed out to our entire unit and our adorables. And this will go to everyone. And then if they have questions, pretty much don't touch the gray, just input your numbers.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
My
about it.
head's pretty simple when
Yeah.
it comes to things.
Yeah.
Don't touch the gray, just
Right.
input numbers.
Yeah. And FYI, as new things come in, I will be adding them to the top of the page. I'll be adding them to page one, and the formulas will suit that. So at that point, I can update, the original, the master, and send that out to anybody who needs it. So
Wonderful.
yeah.
Wow, good stuff here today. Oh my goodness. Woo! I hope that you watch this. We will attach when we email out the master, we'll attach the YouTube link to it, so that you can go back and you can relook and re-listen as you're learning this for yourself. So, all right. Thanks,
You're
Darla. I
welcome.
appreciate you and all of your expertise on this. So